I want to start off with my friends at Camp Kesem. They were our group of the game, and this offseason we partnered with Kesem to hopefully be, kind of a guiding light for the rest of the college football teams across the country. It's a student-based organization on not every, but a lot of college campuses it's student-run, and we wanted to become partners with the group on campus to raise awareness and hopefully for funds for young people who have had parents that have been afflicted or loved ones by cancer. And this past summer, myself and Fred Wyatt and Joe Spivak and Patty Fisher had a chance to go up to Wisconsin and be a part of one of the most special, I don't know how many hours we were there, 8 to 10 hours of being a small part of that camp. And, I hope as we raise some awareness today for that great group, that some more football teams throughout the country can partner up with their students, because it's just an absolutely spectacular group. So honored to be a part of that, and thanks for letting me share a little bit. As far as the game, we felt like we had to get it to a one-score game in the fourth quarter to give ourselves a chance to win. We got it there, and then obviously they went on a great drive to win the game. And so, first and foremost, you tip your hat to Coach Kelly. You tip your hat to his staff and their players. They went out and made the plays that you have to make to win a game like this tonight. And obviously we did not. So had every opportunity to do it, but we didn't make those plays that we needed to make down the stretch in a hard-fought battle. So congratulations to the Fighting Irish. As I told Brian after the game, I wish them nothing but the best of luck the rest of the way. And now it's time for us to move forward and get back into conference play. So with that, how about some questions, please?
Fitz Book made such a nice play there on the touchdown that somewhat ended the game. I saw Joe Gaz crash in. What else happened on that defensively?
We misfit on the outside as a corner, and we had 2 out of our 3 linebackers playing a call, and one of the guys at the point of attack was not. We had a lot of self-inflicted wounds tonight, Teddy. There were a lot of issues that we, especially in the first half was fine. Second half, all of a sudden, I think our guys pressed a little bit, and that was indicative of that, especially defensively. There were some plays today that we gave up that should not have happened. So we got to look at it, first of all, coaching-wise from a schematic standpoint, and then we've got to look at it from an execution standpoint. Looked like on some of those plays we had guys there in position and we didn't tackle well. And so, a lot of things that we can look at and correct.
Sorry, what does playing a call mean?
So they line up in a formation and we make a call, put all those guys on the same page, and 2 out of 3 were on the same page. So that's the way it works. But we got to help them as coaches. If it's that complicated or we just miscommunicate, I don't know. But they made the play, so congratulations to them.
After they cut it to a field goal, how much did you feel like you could win the game, and then how demoralizing was it to have them go on that long drive?
Well, I felt we could win the game the whole game. I still do. I just wish we didn't play as poorly. I wish we didn't coach as poorly. So, you guys have been around me now enough. I don't get down. Demoralization is not a part of my vocabulary. I just got to try to find a way to coach these guys better. And I'm proud of how they've been grinding, and they've been working their tails off, but we've got to play smarter, cleaner, and execute better. And there's kind of been a theme in our non-conference games, I guess. That's been our issue. And that's disappointing, and it's my fault, so I got to get it fixed.
Book went 11 for 14, 195 yards in the third quarter. What kind of changed? Did anything change in the third quarter that allowed him to do
Same RPOs. They were throwing the whole game. They threw a couple of quick outs and some hitches, and it looked like we missed some tackles. His completion percentage is really high because he just takes what the defense gives him, which, again, I thought I gave him an incredible compliment when I compared him to Dan Persa on Monday. Dan's an all Big Ten level player. If Notre Dame was in a conference, Ian would be an all whatever conference type player. So, he didn't force some things. And then, we got our hands on the ball twice and dropped 2 interceptions. And those are the types of plays you got to make. And there's a bunch of other ones. But those are the types of plays that when you got opportunity, you got to capitalize, and we weren't able to do that tonight, which is something we got to work on.
What happened on the 47-yard touchdown throw, which I think came right after some injuries in the secondary?
We just had guys not execute, so they made a nice throw.
Do you have any update on the guys in the secondary who left, Jared and...
They didn't return to the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to ask, given how important next week's game is, do you feel like you came out of this game injury-free and kind of with a good vibe, even though you lost, or what?
Yeah, there was a great vibe. Those guys, like I told them in the locker room, we got to coach you better so we can execute cleaner, but you've got to go execute in the moment. We can't have self-inflicted wounds. And then guys that have had the opportunity in this game today that maybe went into this today not thinking they would play as much. That's what I challenged a team with about a month ago. I'm not sure who's going to have to step in. But in November, guys that maybe haven't played a lot all of a sudden see themselves out on the field, and all they rely upon is whether or not they're prepared. So we'll take a look and see how some of those guys played. And obviously if their number's called next week, I'm assuming they'll prepare better. But, it's a pretty darn good football team we just played, and they made some plays. So you got to give credit where credit's due. They did a good job.
Were you watching Purdue, Iowa before the game, and are you aware of your status in the Big Ten West race?
I was watching for a little bit, but no, I'm not aware of our status. I don't care. Oh, that's great. Good for Jeff. I'm fired up for him.
Cam Ruiz came in on the blocked punt. How do you think he was able to do that?
Well, I think it was a really good scheme by Jeff Jenick and our special teams coordinator and Zach Opsel. It's actually something we stole from somebody else, just looking at some different ideas and some different thoughts. And, just trying to be aggressive, as we go in here the last month of the season, Teddy. We're trying to make some plays in all three phases. You self-scout all the time. You look at what you do, what you've been doing well, what is it the call? Is it the personnel? Is it the execution? Did they make a play? Which they're on scholarship too, which happens. So, you look at all those things, and we do that every week. But then, you go to November and you look at some things, and you're like, maybe we should do this or do that. And that was one of those. So it was a great job by Cam. Number one, being onside. Number two, taking it off the punter's foot. But a really good job by Jeff scheming it up.
Pat, how did you think Isaiah ran the ball tonight?
I thought he ran physical. I thought there were some times that, it looked like we didn't maybe block as well as we needed to at the point of attack for him, and some things got pushed back up into his lap, which maybe eliminated some cuts. But for the most part, I thought we had a pretty good plan on how to run the ball against these guys. I'm not sure we executed, and I'm not sure we won at the point of attack consistently enough for us to go where we want to go here in the next 3 weeks.
You ran the ball 10 more times than you threw the ball. Was that the intention coming in, or was that just how things evolved?
No, I think, again, we want to try to have balance in every game plan. And we were able to, I think, control the line of scrimmage for a little while offensively. And then, when you're chasing 2 scores, it changes a little bit. And but I've said it for probably, I don't know, about a month now. We're not going to stop running the ball, even though we're where we're at personnel-wise. We're going to just continue to try to do things to give our guys the best opportunity to succeed. But you got to run the ball in the Big Ten to be successful, and we're getting better there. We're just not where we want to be at this point.
As you head to Iowa next weekend, what are some things to take away from this game to use the rest of the season?
Well, I haven't watched the tape, so it's really hard for me to say. Again, I thought from a plan standpoint, I thought we had a solid plan going in. We saw what we thought we'd see. We adjusted to the things that we thought they would adjust to. But down the stretch, we just didn't come up with enough calls to help our guys be successful. So, we'll start with us as coaches and try to fix the things that we believe we can fix. And then we'll get to going on the video and teaching our guys what Iowa does and move forward from there.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
You just got anything?
Andy, anything? No, I'm good.
Okay, you sure? All right, great. Thanks a lot. Go Cats.